Today on Bumpy Road Brews, I have Lightning Drops from Resident Culture Brewing Company. They're out of Charlotte, North Carolina. This is an IPA coming in at 6.5% ABV. That is the label art right there. It says it's a hazy IPA hopped with Citra, Mosaic, and Strata. Those are three nice hops. It says it's bursting with juicy tropical fruit and dank citrus. So I'll try to figure out what it exactly says for the canned on date, which is kind of right in that area there. And basically it looks like it says 9 something, so like 9.7. So I'm thinking this was probably brewed in September anyway. So we're looking at a couple months old at this point. I believe this is my first time ever having anything from Resident Culture. I'm not sure if John and Nelly ever shared anything from them with me or not when he was living down in Georgia. So, but interesting. I just saw a few drops from this brewery at the Packy in Hooksett, and wanted to try at least one. So let's go ahead and open this one up and see what this brewery has to offer and how this beer is. They are an independent brewery as well. Head on this, it's kind of a soap sudsy, creamy white head. The color of the beer itself is that kind of, it's a hazy to murky straw milky straw color. So it's like kind of yellowish hue. It's opaque, cannot see through it. It looks pretty nice. It's pretty much a potato beer with the coloration on this one. So let's try to get some aromas here from afar. It's big citrus, kind of like grapefruit. A lot of grapefruit and just kind of like navel orange. I got in way too close. I didn't even do really that far away. That far away. I want to say almost like berry notes from a distance. Maybe a little peach. A little peachy, yeah. Yeah, you get in there and it gets a little bit sweeter. Kind of bringing in a little like papaya and slight pineapple. There's still the citrusy note, but it's getting sweeter. A little sweet bready cereal aromas. Sweet bread anyways, and then kind of like kid cereal sweetness too. That's what I was getting at when I mixed all that together and made 0 sense. Yeah, so just a recap of kind of things that were coming out of the glass at me. Some kind of like berry and peach type notes. Citrus orange, more navel orange. Grapefruit, little pineapple, maybe a touch of papaya in there as well. Not getting like super earthy, but it's kind of got that not quite mango papaya thing going for it. And some sweetness from the malts, it seems like. All right, let's dive on in for the first swig. Smells pretty darn good. Cheers. All right, it's kind of like a lighter body to this one. Somewhat of a smooth palate. Carbonation is kind of moderate. It's got a spritz to it. It does finish dank, I can say that. It's kind of hitting with this, like, there's like a rotten fruit flavor. Or maybe like rotting peach or papaya. Yeah, it's definitely on the downside of nice juicy fruit. And that's kind of where the dankness starts to kind of lead into in the finish there. Kind of just left with a dank bitterness. Kind of earthy toned almost. like I said, like rotting fruit for the most part, going down to earth. I am left with a little bit of a warming sensation. This is only 6.5% ABV. Yeah. So I don't know. It's a little burn in my throat. So I don't know if this is like hop burn going on right now. But I mean, at 6.5, there shouldn't be any alcohol. The malts don't come off kind of like what I was smelling in the aroma. So I don't even know if that was really totally from the malts or just some of the hops were giving off a candy sweetness type thing. Yeah, so there's kind of just this kind of wheat, crackery, little bit of grain type note from the malt. It's kind of a lighter malt flavor. It's not like super juicy on the palate as far as the hops go. Like I said, it's more of a rotting fruit, dying fruit, going more dank and earthy on the finish. I'd say there's a little bit of pie in there still. There is a citrusy type note, maybe a bit more rind of like a navel orange or something, some pith, even a touch of like a grapefruit type thing in there, but very, very towards the rind. A pretty big bittering portion of what would be those citrus fruits versus the actual juiciness, kind of like what the aromas were leading me to see. So yeah, a little bit of a contrast with what the aromatics and what the flavors are. It's a good beer. It's a little bit different, which is nice. It's a lighter, it's easier to drink. It does have that kind of like either hop burn or there's an alcoholic burn. But at 6.5%, I really can't see that being an alcohol burn, but the warming and stuff too. Kind of odd. Yeah, first impressions of this brewery, yeah, I'd buy some more stuff from them. I'd say go ahead and try this one too. I'd say it's a very good beer. So, Resident Culture, all right. I'll have to pick up the other one. I only saw 2 drops from them, at least in the IPA section. I didn't really look at all the other styles in the single cans. But yeah, I'll definitely look for more of their stuff. I hope to try if they have any doubles, even triples, as far as IPAs go, and maybe see what else they might brew if they have any stouts or anything like that as well. So yeah, that's it, guys. Cheers. Thanks for watching.